So what is wrong with onboarding? Why do only 12% of employees say that their company has great onboarding?
I think we're moving more to a virtual environment across the world, and onboarding really is about those little details. Who's meeting me on my first day, and who's taking me to lunch, and where's my swag, and all those little details that people are using to judge the onboarding experience, and that gets more difficult to do as we become more and more virtual.
Yeah. There's onboarding, the design of onboarding, right? Nicole, this Dirk threw us into a tizzy about this. We're like, are we onboarding AI into the organization? Are we onboarding AI to design onboarding? Are we using AI for onboarding? And they all seem to be the same thing in some ways. So we're going to dig into the first thing first, which is onboarding AI enough to help us with onboarding and design. We're going to use a project in GPT. We're going to click a new project. We're going to call this the Acme Corp because it doesn't know anything about this corporation. In fact, though, Nicole and I don't know that much all about it either. We do have a document that outlines some of the things that we think we know about this. And I'm going to get this added into here. So we're going to add some instructions, and these would be overarching that sit kind of inside this conversation. It's going to be really, really straightforward.
So is there anything in particular you'd like to see AI consider around onboarding and play with? Marty, what do you want? Want it longer, shorter, or you just want anything? Like, say it's a week, 2 weeks, a year?
Well, just specifying what you think it is and recognizing that it has to be quick, but it can't be too overwhelming. So,
yeah, why don't we just ask AI to tell us?
Or what the company might be willing to spend on.
Yeah. So it's interesting because the company's philosophy matches with what it learned from Gallup, right? We learned that onboarding should be considered a year, but at the end of the day, it's the first week. You know what I mean? Like, everyone spoke a good game about, we give people the mindset of a year, but really it's a week.
I was going to give you another parameter, which I think could make it a better program, which is to blend the onboarding experience with doing their day job. How can they do both to get to know their partners, to get to know what their local role is? Mm-hmm. So that would be an interesting parameter to put in there.
And Nicole, I was going to say at the ELE conference last October, Nathan and I did a presentation on using AI in onboarding and how to really kind of build an onboarding plan. And we probably used some of the very same research that you had mentioned here earlier. So it'd be interesting here, even to kind of your comment, right? And I agree, right? Like, onboarding plans are great, but in reality, they don't really last that long. And it might even be interesting here to kind of indicate, our company stinks at, onboarding after the first week. Like, how do we build in some sticky processes to make sure that we're doing this after time?
This is brick and mortar in office situation, but during orientation, we had pop-up tents at the tables, right? With fun facts of the firm, things like that. And it got popular. Nice. So we started having, these tent cards, right? They're like a T-shaped. I don't know what they're called. You see them at restaurants, and put them in the big room with, and kind of rotated different trivia and fun facts. And
that's awesome.
But if we could set up a system where the AI actually got you in contact with other humans, but of course the AI system would have to have enough knowledge of the human system in order to say, every once in a while come on and say, you should meet this person. You should meet this person. And this person would be a good fit for you, or a good match for you, or someone who might challenge you. So that's what I was thinking, how AI might actually be able to support the human system.